We're heading into the Christmas period, and that means the 12 days of foot trading will be back, and we're giving away a PlayStation 5 this year, along with 11 other awesome prizes. So if you want the buying and selling prices for every single card in this game to help you make millions and a chance to win a PlayStation 5, check out foottrading.co.uk to make millions. It is that simple. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. If you can consider subscribing, it makes a massive difference to this channel. I guarantee you I'll help you make millions of coins and grind free packs all year. If you can, click the like button, and if you drop a comment, the best comment will be pinned to the top of the video. So you'll have your name in lights basically. Check out Foot Trading. We're about to launch the 12 days of Foot Trading, which is 12 days of giveaway culminating in a PlayStation 5 with 1 million coins. It's going to be absolutely insane. And I'll be live on Twitch directly after this video, link down below. But I was trading on the Mbappe account. So if you don't know, and you're maybe new to this video or to this channel, we are grinding Mbappe on 2 accounts basically. And we're aiming to do them for free as much as possible over the course of the next sort of few weeks. And I was doing what I always do, which is to do mass buy-in of Libertadores cards. This is because yesterday we got marquee matchups. So UCL marquee matchups, there was tons of silver supply. So I went out and did what I always do, which is to buy loads of silvers. Now, I know all these silvers because I've got a massive list. Now, that list is going onto the website. The problem we've got with it is I don't think it's big enough yet to go onto the website. I think I need to increase its size. But we've got a massive list. Some of you guys haven't got the website, don't want to pay for the website. So I want to try and simplify it down for you guys in a way that you can do League SBC method with very little time spent on the game, okay? Now, I went up yesterday and I bid on cards. So like Galindes, for example, here, we paid 800 coins for basically on Snipe, on Undercut. As you can see, it's doubled in value. Now, the funny thing is, I actually then was like, hang on, why am I doing this? Let me just go and bid. I've realised how overpowered bids are recently. And like you can see here, all the cards we've bought dirt cheap basically on bids, 300 coins, 500 coins. Like really cheap deals that we've got left, right and centre. Did we win all of them? No, but all I did was go onto the game, bid up to the maximum I wanted to pay and got loads of them basically. So someone like Lamp, for example, we paid 400 coins for him. He's about 1,500, maybe slightly underneath that. But again, he's nearly, well, he is probably triple in value. So what can you guys do to make coins and basically grind the SBCs for free? It's really simple. Just put together a Libertadores team, okay? All you've got to do is learn the prices, essentially, of maybe, I'd say if you can, 16 players would be good. If you could put some subs onto here, maybe 18 players. And then every time you get silver supply, you just go and bid on them because you know what roughly they sold for. But you can also do this on days where there's no silver supply. For example, if you've got Torren, you can search him on the transfer market, and what you can do is look for undercuts. Let's say you search for Torren and see what comes up. So at the moment, Torren is at, I've actually bought a few of him, so this is really good to see. 1,800 coins. You'll be aware that Torren is 1,800 coins. So you can just keep coming back to him and this sort of squad you've got set out and just try and buy a couple of undercuts. Because you buy 2 Torrens and a decent undercut, you then sell them both back and make the profit back to buy a Torren for free, and leave yourself some coins left over, basically profit, all right? You do the same thing with each card. Now, bit of advice, make sure that your team, if you put one together, includes 1 from River Plate, 1 from Boca, and 1 gold from Racing Club. These are the cheapest ones you can get, basically. They're the 3 cheapest players. It brings the cost down of the Libertadores massively by using those 3 players. What they also do is boost the rating up. Now, this squad is a 75 rated squad. It only needs to be a 74 rated squad. So I put this together an example, but you could probably go and get a couple of 67, 68 rated cards, and they are very cheap. They're 200, 300, 400 coins if you find the right ones. So you probably could stick a couple of those into this squad to really make it even cheaper for yourself to do. But like I say, you just go and compare price. Don't worry about the Boca or River Plate one, but everybody else, you go and compare price on them and you find out what they're selling for. And all you're looking for is a decent undercut. So Zavala, for example, when I checked him a minute ago, was about 1,200. So you see 1,200. I've now know, right, keep checking him, wait for an 800 and 900, buy one of him, put in your transfer pile, do it a couple of times, resell them on, basically. What this does, it gives you 11 players for the Libertadores, which is the cheapest, most expensive, League SBC for the Premium Mixed League you can physically do. It's the most expensive out of all of them, okay? So it gives you a Libertadores, but it also makes you coins. So you can use those coins to go and buy out the other areas that you want to buy out. So if you go to the Premium Mixed League upgrade, I've got mine under favourites, You can then go and buy out. I'd recommend buying out the Liga and Eredivisie next, okay? So again, if you wanted to, you could put together a squad of a cheap Eredivisie squad or a cheap Liga squad, and again, look for bids and snipes and undercuts as much as possible. The undercuts on the League One and Eredivisie are lower than the undercuts on the Libertadores because people aren't searching the Libertadores cards up very much. But the League One and Eredivisie, you can look for undercuts, but you can do that SBC. Why do I say to do that one first? It's because it gives you a tradable jumbo gold pack at the end. So you're going to get a relatively decent pack of 24 items that you can basically open up, sell on for profit, basically make a decent profit out of them, and then that profit can go into the Bundesliga and Serie A, buying up that squad. Why do I say do that one next? Because the Bundesliga and Serie A also contains a tradable pack, a tradable small prime gold players pack. So you complete that. You get the small prime gold players pack and you sell everything in there, unless it's like Premier League and La Liga. Obviously, you're going to keep these guys because you're just about to buy them anyway. And then you complete the Premier League and La Liga. That gives you a small rare gold players pack, which is untradeable, and completing all of this gives you a 45k pack. So that is genuinely one of the easiest things you can do on this game. The reason why I say to set it up in your, basically your club scene, in this bit here, is because it keeps the same players there. And if you can get 18 players, let's say figuratively speaking, you go on here in the morning and there's 8 or 9 decent undercuts. If you've only got 11 players, you're going to be sitting there for ages waiting for undercuts, and you don't want to be doing that. You want to be able to go, right, Barbosa's up in value, so I'm going to go and check someone other than Barbosa on your pile down here. And like I said, you will find cheaper ones because you don't need a 75 rated squad like I've got here. So if you can fill this up with cards, then you know ones that are good to trade with. The sort of ratings you're looking for in terms of being able to trade are 72 to 74, but you can go with 71s and 70 rateds. Some of those do sell quite well, but it gives you basically an overview. You can also do the same with the Sudamericana, and arguably the Sudamericana is better for making profit. When I look at Sudamericana cards in general, they tend to give a better return on investment because they are even less sought after than Libertadores. Libertadores count as rares, and the Sudamericana don't, essentially. So if we look at someone like Elias, we pay 350 coins for him on a bid. If we compare price on him and check where he's at the moment, you can see an absolutely gigantic profit on him. We've maybe got over five times our coins back on him, basically. So we could last night have kept an Elias, sold this one now for massive, massive profit, and we're looking at being able to complete League SBCs 2 or 3 times round for free, basically. We haven't got to spend a single penny on it. The Sudamericana, though, is a bit more grindy because they are put onto the market less often. For some reason, people place more importance on rare cards when actually the return on common cards is always higher than rare cards. Most rare cards tend to be discard, other than the Libertadores guys that I've talked about. But again, you can put together a squad. Now, the only problem you've got with Sudamericana is they've got less gold cards, so you do need to rely upon the silvers, and that can be a bit stingy at times. But it's important that you understand something. It does not matter what the Libertadores and Sudamericana's part costs to complete. It's irrelevant. Because if you're buying these cards on undercuts, all you've got to do is make enough profit to cover the card that you want to use. So let's say it was Elias you were going to use, basically. I mean, this would be easy. You pick up 2 Eliases at 350, you'd sell him on for profit, you'd have 1,200 coins left, okay? But let's say Elias was 2,000 coins and you got him at basically 1,000 coins. You'd buy 3 of them ideally, you would keep 1 of the Eliases, so you spent at this point 3,000 coins, you keep 1 Elias, and you sell the other 2 for 2,000, you make yourself 1,000 coins profit, which you could then go use to buy up a player from the Liga 1, or buy up 2 players from the Bundesliga. That's how I think I'm going to approach these SBCs for the foreseeable future, to see basically how possible it is to get as many of these SBCs done as possible while still maintaining the same coin budget. That's something I think I'm going to do relatively consistently because I think it could be incredibly overpowered. One thing to remember, I'm going to repeat this because I think some of you are getting confused on it. From these SBCs, you get tradable players, okay? We all know you get tradable packs. Everything gets sold. Unless you're going to use it in one of these SBCs, everything gets sold. It does not matter what it is. If it is a piece of fodder, it goes. If it's a good special card, it goes, okay? Your aim is to complete SBCs. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's say you did pack yourself Neymar and wanted to keep Neymar. Fair enough. I mean, I'd sell him, but fair enough. But if you've got like Katoto from Thunderstruck or whatever, you sell them. It doesn't matter if you're thinking about using them for Mbappe, you get them sold. Because worst comes to worst, you can just buy them back later on. But it's all about regenerating your coins. This method is not about making profit, although you should make profit as you go. It's about keeping your coin total consistent, allowing you to re-complete these SBCs. Don't get me wrong, if you hit an amazing card, you will make profit, and that's great. I've done it plenty of times before. Packed 1 million coin cards, and it's been my grind sorted for the next 2 months, basically. But that is a really easy way, the easiest way I'd say for those of you that don't have time to grind out these league SBCs. Remember, the untradables from these can go into the players that you need for the mixed league as well. If you've got like Saudi leagues, pro leagues, MLS, they can go into that as well. And also the untradables can go back into this SBC as well. That's how I'm going to be trying to do it. I'm going to see if it works. I think it will do very, very well. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.